problem you have on Shady Squad's side is you have no disengage. When shit goes down, it goes down. It goes down rapidly.
If you're in, you're in. That's
Yeah,
true.
for sure. It go down, Jefferson. And I think that can be scary, right? Like if the blue side comp gets ahead early on, it might be an unpredictable disaster.
Because it got asked in the chat, our casters today are Kojin and Rank, also known as Bojo and Andre. And now we're going in-game. Red side is Shady Squad, blue side WUE Tower Turtles. Shady Squad still undefeated, going for their loseless record. And
they can do it.
They can definitely do it. I don't think that the game is lost in draft by any means.
No, for sure not. I mean, you have both teams, right? Like one team wants to secure early game shenanigans with the Nico, with the Nautilus, maybe find some funny skirmishes. And then the other team is like, okay, we'll sit down. If we get 20 minutes of scaling, it looks fine.
For sure. We see Nocturne pathing up. Like in the game with Unpredictable we saw earlier, both junglers mirroring each other, starting at the respective blue buffs. And I'm quite excited to see if they can get this Garen an early lead.
It should be doable. It really depends how he plays his first waves, and he's looking for aggressive trades of Q. Maybe he can actually get the wave out and let it bounce back, and then you should have a good window.
Alrighty. Level 2 coming out for the bot lane first from Tower Turtles. Means Senna will have to respect it, but he has no problem with that, especially because playing against Maokai, if he doesn't press flash on you, you can always space him, so he can't get into W range, and that means you get some free souls, which is quite nice for the early game.
Yeah, top lane wave now stacking, trying to look towards the bounce back, which should be achievable. And the same thing happening on the bot lane, which means both junglers get their best case scenario, and it's just on the teams to execute it properly now.
Oh, nice E coming through. That's 3 Q procs coming out for Nico. Wave state is also really good. You're gonna force the Syndra base. She has to TP back to fix the wave.
And that's what you want to see. This is why this is a classical matchup. Nico has an edge in the early game. If she hits E's, if she hits Q's, if she can actually abuse the Syndra, then it's a really winning matchup. And she's gonna get a lot of tempo now. But if you can't, then the Syndra at level 6 will just threaten you to death. Well, it's nice to see.
Volibear finished his full clear now, going for the bot side Scuttle Crab.
And both sides couldn't balance the wave. An absolute disaster.
Basically means that the early game will be quite slow.
Yeah, this will be a slow game. Both junglers are gonna take crap now.
Who do you think is favored from this early game?
I think it might be Tower Turtles, unless you find the mid lane skirmish now. But since Syndra already warded the top bush, it's not gonna happen.
So, like, I'm noticing now that Syndra started with the tier.
Yeah.
Do you think she just said like, nothing is gonna happen in the early game anyway, I'm just gonna start stacking early? Or what's the thought process?
I think as a Syndra player, that's a nice
it's so sweet. Every time we see Nico getting herself some minion E's, now the all attacks coming through. First blood to Freddy.
Can you get out here?
Top lane getting ganked. Maybe a bit of overextension from Zarb. He will get deleted now. Broken Blizzard gets his first blood. First kill of the game.
So when you play Syndra versus Nico a lot, especially in scrims, I think you can get like a false perception that this matchup is Syndra favored. And if that happens, you just haven't played against a good Nico that can actually abuse the minion E's, that can actually find good angles to poke you down. And maybe that is the case. Maybe he just felt overconfident. Maybe he played this matchup in scrims before, and it went a lot better than it is in this game.
I mean, in the last 3 games I've seen from Freddy on Nico, every time the camera pans out to mid lane, he gets the E on the enemy laner. through a minion.
Yeah.
And it's super impressive to see,
His timings are really nice.
and I really enjoy it. Now we see the objectives being traded. Nothing too special. Grub's going to Shady squad. Will be really nice for the Garen here. Also, Nico with her passive has a good split push. I mean, I don't think she will need it.
And she also has the better side lane than Syndra, right? You have to respect her at all times. She can be in a minion
Disguising,
wave.
yeah.
Yep, she can do shenanigans, and if she catches you off guard, that is a T2 gone. So that's really nice to see. And maybe if you are cocky, you could have found an entry there onto the Drake, because that team is not that strong on bot lane, but you play it safely, and that's fine.
Yeah. Maybe there are also some nerfs coming through. Like, you don't want to risk anything until you have your ultimates available. So just rather play it safe than be sorry later.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I know how it is to be like the center on the bot lane. Like, you know, as soon as you do one misstep, it's gonna be a tough laning phase.
Yeah. Being flashless here it will be really rough. So you rather just stay under your turret for the first couple of minutes. Wait until your Nocturne hits 6, and then maybe you get an advantage. Also, Maokai stepping up will grant her some souls. Now they're trying to hold the wave. Meanwhile,
Nice gank.
Volibear flashing onto Nico, but she flashes in to kill Amuko on the mid lane. Getting herself the solo kill. Nocturne can ult to help her out, but the shutdown will come through. Nautilus now in a tough spot. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is also Sklit getting flashed on by Maokai.
That hurts.
Now he lost his life and both summoners.
That's what we spoke about. That is what hurts. You don't want to move out too much into the river. And, you know, the good heart of humans just sometimes wins. And in this case, it's not a good win. Should have stayed a little bit more egoistic there.
Trying to help his team, but in the end, he's the one getting caught. Feels bad. Kind of what I experienced in solo queue.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta be a good soldier and suck it up, huh?
Yeah.
It's quite sad, right? If the Nico managed to pull the Volibear more towards the top side, maybe the Nocturne could have intervened. But then again, you have a 1-1 situation, and potentially you should have just said, okay, this is fine, guys. I'm gonna try it 1-1. I don't need help here. Just don't fuck it up even more.
Especially because the kill went onto Nico and Volibear got her.
Yeah.
So
it was a pretty trade.
For the mid lane, it's definitely a good trade, but now the bot lane will suffer a bit in the next few minutes. Ah, so close. If that connects, Syndra is in big trouble. Nocturne is looking for a recall, but he's spotted by Maokai. Maybe they're looking to cancel him. Yeah, he will have to walk out. Do the walk of shame back to his chickens because he couldn't recall in time.
And maybe with this top clear of the Nocturne, you have a potential top 2v2 coming up here with the Herald. Nautilus also rotating already, so they're looking for a fight. And I think it's a fight that they will win. The enemy actually answers to it. What do you think?
I mean, I believe that with the right Nico ult, they can win anything.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But she has no flash now, so it's gonna be a little bit more hard trying to pinpoint that ability here.
Definitely the case. Nautilus still level 5. Senna, in the meantime, will get the movement speed to get out of Zeri W range. Now Maokai, no flash, will get rooted. W's in, so he's even deeper in enemy territory right now. Lost in the source, he will go down, but Zeri with the ultimate, gets actually rooted. Maybe Volibear can lock him down with the old Dirkbach Germany, getting his second kill of the game.
And Freddy tried his all there, yeah. He was like, oh, come on man, I can help you out. I got you, he's rooted. But it just wasn't enough. And sadly, another situation where the skirmish of Zeri ult is just better than the early game of Senna.
If Senna has sums there, I think they're just fine.
Maybe.
But, of course, she didn't have sums, and they still went for the catch on the Maokai anyway.
I think she also had no mana for ultimate, which also is kind of sad.
Yeah. In the meantime, Sharp getting a quiet CS lead here on the top lane. Also looking for the
Oh, that
dive
could be
now.
a kill.
Could be a kill. Senna ult also
Nice.
coming through for the shield. Maybe he can survive this. Nah, that's the 1-for-1, but he denied the wave. It's gonna bounce to Garen now. And he takes that all day long. Because he just wants to get his Trinity Force power spike to be a strong side laner.
And that wave on bot lane is absolutely scary, pushing into the enemies with mid lane having prio. The only nice thing is that Zeri already has the static shift, so she's gonna automatically push it out. Can't really use it.
Now, I want to see the first Nocturne out of the game. I mean, we are 11 minutes into the game, and Nocturne still didn't find his Archie yet.
Hey, patience is key. Patience is key, right?
I mean, maybe there weren't quite the angles. Syndra, no QE right now.
They're looking for a 5v5 on top here. Garen
On
has,
his bot lane. Garen
has
TP.
TP. He needs to come right now.
Nico already chunked quite low, but she has flash and ultimate available. I think they're just gonna dodge the Drake. Interesting. I mean,
they don't want to flip the game. They don't want to go into the unpredictable state of last game where you overforce too much in the early game. They just want to stay safe. And maybe that is the right call. Maybe trying to stay patient, trying to find these picks with the Nico, with the Nocturne, is just a better call in the end. And we just want too much blood.
yeah. Zeri with her static shift completed already is looking quite scary.
Yeah.
And maybe they're thinking, yeah, we don't quite have the damage yet. So we just wait. But I believe the third Drake has to be contested, right?
It depends what soul you end up on, right? Like, there's some... if it's a Chemtech soul, I say fuck it.
It's a Cloud Soul.
If it's Cloud soul, I mean...
I
it's good for Zeri, but...
also Maokai can profit from it. But
you could say if it's not worth the risk, I mean, might as well drop it and maybe go for a Baron, maybe go for top lane towers, mid lane towers. Trying to get a gold advantage or at least even it out a little bit could be better.
right, Garen patiently
like you
sitting
said,
in the bush,
You
looking
really want
for
this
the
Nocturne to
trade.
be active now.
But actually, the damage is just missing because the Sunfire Cave is already completed for On.
Yeah. Garen's still waiting for his first item. And we need the Nocturne on the map. Sooner than later, please. Something needs to happen. Maybe look around this mid lane. Maybe try to get the flash down.
Yeah, like Nocturne ult doesn't have that high of a cooldown. If you could just get a Syndra Flash or Zeri or something, but now
Maokai looking for it.
Maokai is looking for the play, gets the double root in. Senna with a late flash will get rooted up again, and Evolix is on a killing spree. We'll get the first kill of the game.
That's not what you want to see as Shady Squad. You want to find the proactive plays. You want to be the guy that is actually dictating the game. And with the Zeri getting more resources, probably getting a plating here as well, it's looking towards a very stagnant game state where the blue side will probably dictate the game.
And Blue Side also acknowledged that bot lane is the way to go here in this game. And they're abusing them just
Oh, they're
right.
getting TP'd on though. Here
First
comes
Nocturne
Nocturne.
ult of the game. Garen is behind them already, flashing onto Zeri. She still has a flash, but the ult comes through, and she flashes on the auto attack, but it still comes through. It's a shutdown for Sharp, and he's already marking his territory on the map.
Yeah. The only one nice thing you would want to see as a caster is maybe Senna moving top lane and getting the wave, but hey, can't have it all. Nice E!
Okay, and now the flashes are down. That's 5 minutes of game time where the mid and AD carry don't have flash.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe we can actually get a Nocturne ulti into mid lane here as well, and then we have our preferred game state.
Also targeting the Herald now to break open the mid lane tier 1. But
Quite low here.
Nico is too low. He will have to escape. Oh,
But she has
Nocturne
TP.
is getting contested.
No, she has TP though. Could join up here.
Ah, the Herald will be dropped. They don't have any ults up, so it's fine. I mean, he thought that he could
Sneak
sneak
it real
it,
quick.
but there was a ward on it, so...
I like the control at least, right? Like it is controlled League of Legends. They're not doing too much crazy stuff. Like they're keeping it low key. They just want to look towards the team fights later on and then find these 25, 30-minute picks and then actually transfer them towards objectives. It's a nice game to watch at least.
Yeah. I said that Sharp is going for Trinity Force, but I was wrong. He went for the Strikebreaker, which got changed a few patches ago. So that's now a Tiamat item. And also still has the active with the slow. So Ornn actually can't really escape the trades, but he is full armor right now.
And you would think these are winning trades for Ornn, but then again, you have the Garen passive. He's going to be out real quick.
That's true.
Fake HP is the name of the game, baby.
Sitting in the bush, just regenerating the HP.
Maliciously looking at the enemy.
Ooh. I mean, those Nico E's, if one of those E's connects, she can actually look for an oil trade. Still went for it, gets Zoniast. E connects, but Q is on cooldown, so she can't quite get the kill. But that's a nice punish, and now they're trying to look for the Zeri flashless still. She's going down, Nocturne secures the kill, but Ornn is already there with the ultimate, getting a knockup onto 2. Ramos and Joy is already down, and TP from Syndra is there. Everyone and their homeboys are around bot lane. Ornn is TPing back top lane. And overall, it's a 3-for-1 and the soul point for the Tower Turtles.
I must say, whoever Bootz is playing against today has really nice macro. Like, these rotations are on point. Identifying as a top laner that you have to go bot here is really, really good. Maybe you can find a return kill?
These guys are only third in the group. Like, this group is actually kind of stacked for the 5.
Yeah.
Evolix also being kind of the star player of the team. I mean, at least solo kilo wise. Sitting on his 200 AP right now after only 80 games played.
You're getting asked also if you have a nice, tasty meal. Is that the case?
Yeah, I mean, legit, I played Prime League, I cast Unpredictable, now I have to cast Shady Squad. I'm hungry, my guy. And if I don't get my meal, then I'm gonna get hangry. And you don't want that in the Prime League cast.
And you don't want to see the bozo hangry. He's gonna time out some people, alright?
Yeah. Ach, yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna do a quick souls check on Senna. She is sitting on 32 right now, and that's rough. I mean, yes, it's a farming Senna, and she is behind, but you at least want to have the 40 stacks.
I mean, LS already cringed at someone having 62 stacks at 25 minutes, so yeah. I think he's already rolling in his grave.
Fair enough. I mean, of course, it's not easy if you're losing lane, if you're playing passive on bot lane.
Yeah, for sure. But maybe
Nico with the ultimate onto Zeri. She's already down, Sharp securing the kill, but now the follow-up damage is there from Syndra, and they're under the enemy turret. That means they will get shut down. Double kill for Dirkbach, and Senna and Nautilus will have to run for their lives.
I just don't like the Senna, man. Like, it is such a lackluster pick for the explosive style of comp that we have drafted on Shady Squad, and it's gonna take a while until she can pick up with the pace that is actually presented here in the game. It's a toughie, man. This is gonna be a losing T2. Oh, he's actually okay. You can rotate it. Good. That was some good drifting right there. That was for the fans.
Yeah. And honestly, I have to give props to the Turtles here. They're playing out of their minds. Like, that's actually some good stuff.
Yeah, they're putting on a show.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, you're criticizing the Senna right now, but I think, isn't it also a bit execution? And not just like the champion?
No, not really. I mean, what can she do in these fights, right? Like, you have
in those fights, I see your point, but I mean, we have to look at the fact how it got that far, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, the second you draft Nico Nocturne, you're already putting yourself in a position where, okay, we're going to press an R button, and then we're in. So, potentially, you would always want something that can follow up that explosive style of play, where probably a on-hit Varus would have more success that can actually throw an R or lethality Varus. While Freddy is actually in a peculiar situation here.
Oh, Nico is on some Zaza doing the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
And that's not where you want to be. Like blue side dictating the game is worst case scenario for red side here. You have the comp that wants to actually find the engages. You have the comp that wants to initiate skirmishes, and you're just getting picked off left and right, and they're looking for the next fight.
Okay, Ult is coming through. Nautilus will get sacrificed here. Zeri picking up her 5th kill of the game.
And that's Baron probably.
They will start Nash off of this. Freddy has his TP available. Also Nocturne trying to maybe sneak in a steal with his ultimate. He can get in the pit. Freddy TPing on the top lane.
That is the only thing that can stagnate the game right now, that blue side tries to go for a flip here.
Okay, but they will look for the fight. They're looking to turn onto Sharp right now. QE from Syndra connects, but he flashes in and he just turns the play around. But Zeri is now in there. Nico gets her ult on 1 HP off. Zeri still kiting, but actually Volibear flashing to save her. Zeri stays alive on 1 HP. Sharp running for his life. He will get slowed by the smite. Now stunned, now rooted up, and he will fall. Zeri not falling was the downfall of Shady.
And that is a very bad situation to be in on Shady Squad side, right? Like, you just lost a fight on the Baron that is the only way of somehow getting the game stabilized. And then you're just entering a world of pain now. Trying to get this game back into shape is gonna be a ride.
God damn it.
Dragon Soul also coming in here. And there is not much.
Flash coming in so clutch this game. Yeah, that was crazy. Protecting Zeri from the final auto attack. Now the
really
soul is up for grabs. TP coming through from Sharp. 5-man stacking from Shady Squad, but they don't have their ultimates available and they are down so much gold. They will get rooted up by Maokai ult, and Zeri activated her ultimate, is on a rampage now. Volibear looking for Sharp, and he has so much damage. Godlike 708.
And all these fights, you just see the DPS missing, the damage is not hitting. It's just they're too beefy. They're way too beefy to even penetrate, and then Zeri just has a free game.
Yeah, and she has a shield bow on top. Like, even if Sharp will get access to her at some point, I don't think she would just drop. She can survive a lot of spells.
Zeri also has one of the highest like HP per levels that you can get on an ADC. If you pair it with the scaling HP runes, she's a tanky girl.
23 minutes into the game, Soul already secured. Absolute menace of a game, yeah. Not even the mid lane tier 1 can be cracked.
And Doctor on the run trying to get out here.
Yeah, I mean, Volibear has just so much movement speed with the Cloud Soul and the Deadman's Plate. He chases you to Nirvana.
No, they're just looking to crack open the last T1 line now. It's gonna be a really methodic game at this point, and maybe they catch off Zarp here.
Oh shit, Zarp getting caught between the rock and the hard place, in between the tier 1 and tier 2 turrets. Down to 3 and 6 right now, and like in every fight, it's just damage lackluster for Shady Squad because they can't dictate when the fight's gonna start, and in this case it's Maokai again flashing in. Meanwhile, Nocturne in the backline already pulling some flashes from Nocturne. Yeah, sieging on the top lane. It's a 5 versus 4. Sonya's coming through. Tower gets disabled and Senna can't play the game. Nice 3-man ultimate for Nico, but where is the damage? Nocturne in the backline, but he can't kill this Zeri. It's 3 members down. 5-man with Nash buff pushing into the base, and maybe that's game.
That is most certainly game. Zarp already called it quits. He's saving the KDA for next game. And that's a perfectly viable strategy, I would say. And we go into an 0-1. Power
Okay,
Turtles.
first loss for Shady squad coming up here, and it was a quite convincing one. GG.
Let's see what the adaptations are for next game, right? Big thing with the Veigar in contrast to the Syndra is that the E is more of a lengthy situation, right? If you get into the E and you're stuck in a hard place, then Jarvan shows up and boom, you're in a shitty position. So that could be something where Freddy maybe overextends and actually blows his flash.
Oh, I like how the sun is setting on the Summoner's Rift map right now.
Ooh,
Because, I'm just watching that in the overlay.
kind of hot.
Kinda hot, not gonna lie. As we
Pretty
see.
romantic, Bojo. What a mute.
I mean,
I mean,
I don't need to cast right now. I don't even get paid anyway, so let's go.
That's standard 5 cover, but it's a 4 cover on red side.
Yeah, they don't want to get invaded, so they're stacking in the bush together. Maybe get some kisses in.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good tradition right there. Nice one.
Just making out in the bush.
Oh, and there comes our employer saying that we get experience instead. I mean, if you can put that on my CV, big boy, then I'd be happy to take it.
Oh. Alrighty. Why are we not chatting in English, huh? How is Shady Squad, if they rewatch the series, supposed to know what you're typing?
Yeah, because we technically translate it as we interact with the chat. Technically speaking, but it's like an IQ check.
But what if someone from Shady Squad is deaf?
Okay, I can do some hand signs, but can you pop the camera in real quick?
But you didn't do your hair yet.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do gang signs anyways. Throwing them like I mean it. Well, Veigar finding a lot of good cues here on the arena, and this matchup looks a lot worse than I expected. Good. Nice. Guess I cast a cursor. My bad.
I mean, it's a level 1 trade where she ate some cues with the first strike. That's fine.
It's fine. She would never die here in 2 minutes, right? That would be crazy.
I mean,
potentially.
We should not look mid lane right now.
Please, camera, please.
Please. Yeah, thanks. Show us the bot lane. That's a little bit relieving. They got the push, of course. Karma early lane phase is quite strong. Also, Olaf kind of bullying, but Zek is like, I got my blobs, I'm full of again. Bye.
Yep, feels good to be a top laner. Man, that's a nice meta to be stuck in.
Yeah.
Zach, Olaf, Oliver, Zach, Olaf, Oliver, Zach, Olaf, Oliver. Yeah.
It's just those champions, they have so much random healing.
Sorry, I missed Aatrox.
Yeah, true. I mean, the same. It's the same principle.
Yeah. It's all fake HP. It's all the smoke and mirrors, baby, and I love it.
I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Warwick played soon.
Hey, sooner than later, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. I like it against Zac at least.
Bitte helfen Sie mir, ich bin in Gefahr.
but it's a stale game at least right now, right? The bot lane has put out some pressure. The waves bounce back though, and the Jarvan's looking towards a gank here. Probably just gonna pick up the crap though. And there goes the Veigar. He's low HP. See, I was right. It's a bad matchup. Terrible. Now let's abuse it.
Sure. Also, like again, third time today that the junglers are just mirroring each other. So they won't fight for Scuttle, they just trade it. Now Ramus and Joy is looking for the Veigar on the mid lane, but he won't find him, I believe. So he just chooses to recoil instead.
Yeah, I would trade my left kidney for a fucking flash Q there, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh well.
I just want to
Wave bouncing on the top lane. I mean, Zac is just kind of chilling, you know?
He is. He's piss chilling. And he's gonna use his wave to have a cheater recall, and then I think he has a nice edge there. Be my good Q.
Okay, good Q, but Karma with the W coming out, going for the root. Oh, Q doesn't connect anymore. Trade is kind of even. In general, We see some good cues coming out from either sides.
And if you don't have E on Zeri, this is a scenario where you can
Ouch.
debate it as a support, right?
Yeah. Left Koi now maybe in trouble of getting hooked. In general, Nautilus will be looking for the Karma as a hook target, because Ezreal can buffer his E to get out of the hook. And Nautilus will still like try to cling on with this anchor, but Ezreal is just
But he's one
yoinking out.
slippery man, a smooth criminal.
Yeah, that's true. We see Vi on her way to the top side, but she's spotted on a control ward. That's a really sneaky ward. Didn't get checked, so Dirkbach will know where she is and he will walk straight to the Drake to trade the objectives, just like we saw in game 1. Kind of a repeat.
No, he takes.
Are you happy about this?
I mean, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what he's thinking for sure. But I don't think you can take the grubs for free, because Zach's got something to say about that one.
Oh, he's walking in, placing his ward. Top lane doesn't have move because he just came out of base.
You also have 6 on the Vega here.
Yeah, stun is not connecting, but he's stuck in the cage, flashing in actually. But she doesn't have her ultimate and no Q available. First blood for Vega flashing out as well. No
Boys are
mana
coming.
for Orianna. Okay, the boys are here now, but Olaf can maybe hit. He's CC immune, will get the Nautilus, but now he has to run for his life. Gets a Q for the slow, but now he will get airborne by Zek. Karma with the shield here, heal also coming through. Kill for Zarb. Dirkbach Germany under the turret gets killed. 2-0 this guy now.
So usually when the Avengers show up, the bad guys die. But in this case, I mean, we got some trade kills, so that's good.
Wait, are we the bad guys?
I mean, somewhat. We're kind of the not underdogs, right?
I'm the bad guy. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, whatever that was, I take it.
I mean, yesterday when I was in the cinema
Mhm.
watching the best of 5, I drank so much cola. I think it's the caffeine is still into it.
And your buddy is a temple, so it's not really used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
That's
that. I
me.
get that. Now, with the grabs not being taken yet, maybe Jarvan can secure one of those. Maybe 2
Yeah,
even.
He will definitely be looking for those. Vine now with her level 6. Who do you think should be the target?
Well, I think it should be bot lane. But they have something to say about that one.
No, Zeri actually looking for the flash in, getting left coin now. Ezreal still having his flash available. Actually procced his Conqueror, but the ultimate won't connect. So actually it's a 1-for-0 on the bot lane, and Evolix looking kinda strong again.
Hmm. Maybe we can find this kill. Yeah, that should be freebie. Take it or leave it, that's a nice pickup. But bot lane suffering again a little bit.
Yeah. One more plating to go for the Zeri. Nautilus kinda just checking out the enemy bot lane bush there.
I mean, look cozy. You know, can't blame him. But maybe we can find a counter
Dropping his
engagement.
anchor in the enemy bot lane.
He's showing dominance like a dog that pees on it. It's mine now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the 2-0 start for Olaf is quite nice, but he doesn't really have the items that say, I'm gonna snowball this game now. I mean, he has mercs and some healing reduction.
I mean, it's also so hard to translate, right? Like, you're a Viking that is stuck fighting a blob. It's not even a real thing. It's not even materialized.
And if you have to go mercs on Olaf, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
Yeah. Damage is kind of lackluster from Ezreal right now. Still only sitting on his Sheen. We'll go for a recon now with a bit of gold, so that's nice.
In contrast to last game, at least, we have a 15-6, 15-6 gold curve, so it's still any man's game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one fight can just like escalate the whole game and turn it into a one-sided affair. But if it proceeds to be so slow, then I think I just have to give the advantage to the Tower Turtles. Ward getting spotted. Very important. And do you think the next Drake will be contested?
I would hope so. I mean, it is a spot in the game where you should show the enemies that maybe the bot lane that we drafted, the double range bot lane, is supposed to be a little bit stronger than what the enemies have. And I think that's something you can abuse, right? You have more range to use. If the enemies find it engaged, it can be tough, but you can still blow them up. So I think if you have the first position, just go for it.
Alright, Jarvan actually contesting the river now. Placing his control ward. Botlane is pushing for Shady Squad right now. Smite battle also won for the Scarlet Crab.
I don't like it though. I mean, the second dragon is like a woman. You should shoot your shots, right? And this is a shot they should definitely take.
Oh, they're hesitating here.
They are.
They don't want to contest it. They just... but now, actually, the bot lane is maybe a bit overextended.
Meanwhile, Olaf looking kind of angry though.
Yeah, tanking a tower shot in the meantime. And now Karma will go for the face check, and that's the big catch. I mean, maybe Jarvan was a bit much.
No,
Karma
but
was flashless.
that doesn't matter. That is like top 10 bushes you should not walk in. That could be an episode of MTV right here.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Oh, that second Drake gone, and with the next dragon coming up, I think if nothing changes in the confidence of Shady Squad, you're gonna have a soul point, and then it might just be a replay of last game, because this Zeri is definitely outscaling the Ezreal.
Yeah. Botlane definitely looking vulnerable in this game.
Yeah. They
Kind
just
of,
need to find their confidence, find their win cons, because this
I
Orianna is
mean-
looking so good, man. These trades are
yeah,
nice.
but
She's getting
actually
popped.
Vega is ult. No.
But why do I curse her?
Oh no. Okay, but okay, a glimmer of hope. Yesterday.
Yeah?
Yesterday.
Oh,
Oh, you were ahead of me. What the fuck?
where? Oh, sorry. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. I was really confused what you were awing about. Anyway,
I just saw the banana being shot, and I was like, yes.
a glimmer of hope. Yesterday we saw Barky in the tournament being level 1 minute 6.
Yeah, I know.
And
I saw that.
and they won the game.
Okay, but that was after the enemies tried to backdoor 9 times in a row with a pike that literally trolled. Now, I don't want to say that is nothing
Anyways.
you should go for.
Okay, anyways, we're going to see the top lane play now. Olaf actually saving his ultimate, but
Yeah.
they get the flash from Zac. Oh, Ezreal actually didn't E that, and he just gets deleted. Still flash and E available. Maybe his E was on cooldown, I didn't quite see it.
I will
But
check
that's
for
the
you.
bot lane turret.
Nope, it was not.
Ouch. Well, this Zeri has a bit of gold to spend now.
Yeah.
Sitting on almost 6k gold. If she gets this bot lane turret soon, she will be beyond strong. Wow, that's the first turret of the game, even before the minute 14. So she will even get the 5 platings plus the first turret bonus. And that's 6.5k gold to 4.2.
What do you think about this very stale play of Shady Squad today? Like, do you think they're on par today? Like, it's just a bad day, just an off day?
I mean, like, I do have some inside information.
Okay.
because
EMP snitch?
I play a bit, actually, I'm managing the team right now a bit. And they didn't have much time to scrim in the last week or so. Skip, the AD carry, just got married, and he will also be flying off to his honeymoon soon.
Okay.
So like the time wasn't quite there to practice. So like it's no shame that they're just a bit out of touch right now. Also, like with the jungle being relatively new in the team, maybe they're just not as confident right now. And especially if you play against a team that has such a strong jungle bot lane together, it can look kind of deadly, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, we're heading in towards the mid game, especially when this mid lane tower is getting cracked, and then there's going to be a lot of space on the map to move around. And they have a team that is ahead in gold as the scaling comp, and it's going to be a world of pain to get out of, but it's doable. You have the options, you have the possibilities, you have the engages. You just have to find them.
But you know what's insane actually?
Hmm.
That the odds that the blue side team here, the Tower Turtles, are not making playoffs are quite high. And like with this level of performance, they're not even getting into playoffs to the 4.
I mean, maybe it's a really good day.
Yeah, maybe they have a really good day. That's
Could be.
true. That's true. Or they
Weird.
just found Zeri to be their best pick and Shady Squad didn't acknowledge it. I don't know. Lots of
Hey, there's some games where Darkmoon looks like a Div 2 team, and there's some games where Darkmoon looks like a Div 5 team. You know, like can be anything.
Of course.
Some
You
teams
win
are
some,
more
you lose
consistent
some.
than other.
I mean, also like, okay, it looks like we're going into a fight now. But Nautilus is not the target that you want to engage right now. I mean, they will get his flash, but I hope that they will get out of this weird choke point, because Jarvan and Zek are looking deadly right now. Ooh,
Yeah.
Olaf will have to ult out, and I think he also has to use his flash defensively. Now the damage is just lackluster, and there's so much lockdown and damage coming through. Vi ulting really late onto Jarvan, and Zeri is just rolling over the fight.
Sadly, a very split fight where at the start you didn't like invest a lot of situations. Nautilus was trying to look for a pickup here. He's just probably gonna get it. Finds the hook on Arena as well, and seals the fate of this dragon. I mean, this fight looked really nice, right? Like you had the Nautilus pinched out a little bit, had a better position. You try to reposition towards the dragon again, but then you see this disorganization in the team of Shady Squad again.
By the way, Dirkbach Germany, it's a name that should be familiar because he tryouted for Darkmoon, our main team.
Yeah.
So that's why we know him. We know it's a stretch, but we heard his name before. And he's playing really good today. So definitely.
He's also been in the primary scene for time, and like I think definitely 2.5 years.
No, I mean that's solid.
No, sure. Played the 4, I think, twice off Rice, roundabout.
Yup.
So better than Stefan.
True. Actually. I mean, I don't know if he's still in chat, but.
Oh, nice pick.
It's no flash on the Nautilus right now, but your skill shots are hitting me right now.
Oh yeah, but you just can't fight an anchor in the water, man. He's slippery.
Yeah, he just like dives deeper, you know.
Exactly.
Taucht ab.
It's his home turf.
Alright, and now he's inside the Herald. Putting an anchor in the Herald, alright.
He's inside the Herald. No.
Second charge won't come through, but at this point in time, all that the Tower Turtles need to do is just go as a stack unit, and they can't really lose the fights. Vega already sitting on, like, what is it? 480?
Nope.
Yeah, that's crazy. For minute 19.
That guy is as inflated AP-wise as people were last season, and that's a lot of inflation.
Yep. Vi also looking kind of out of place here, because even if she gets an ultimate onto Zeri at this point, it's just the follow-up damage won't be there because the Olaf without flash, he just can't reach Zeri anytime soon because he just gets displaced by Jarvan, and now the ultimate comes through. Maybe a bit much used there, but Karma will get locked down in the Cataclysm. She will fall. Oh, that's so much damage from Vega flashing in for the ultimate, but that's not really worth it. Shutdown going over to Freddy.
It was a dominance kind of thing, you know? Like, it wasn't necessary to do, but he definitely wanted to show who's the man in the room. And he achieved that, at least.
Nash started now for the Tower Turtles. Should be uncontested. White only just respawned.
Maybe Olaf could find a funky play here.
I mean, he has ult, but I don't think he's going for it.
He pops,
That's a bit of a stretch. Maybe he needs to fight now. Ult and goes out to safety. That's not what you want to see, actually.
And it looks a little bit like a repetition of last game, yeah. Like, the blue side is just playing really methodical, has good answer plays, I mean, they didn't do many mistakes in the early game, you really just can't credit them for that. And now they just outscale the enemy team, and it's kind of rough to play against a team that is not only outscaling you, but is also beating you with their curse. And €2 coins times 50, they weigh a lot.
Oh boy. By the way, we just got raided, but I don't see any messages in chat from...
Yeah, we got raided by the demoted Pigeon Esports, I think.
Yeah, thanks for that, of course.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, our cast will be over after this game. We're already in the second game from Shady Squad. Currently down 0-1 against the WUE Turtles. This game is not looking too good either. But, of course, not all hope is lost. I mean...
In great struggle, heroes are born.
Of course.
And we need a hero.
We need a hero right now. And if there's someone, who do you think can step up now?
Hey, I just want to see Freddy pull a 5-man 4k elo shockwave and potentially do enough damage to hold the team together.
Alright.
I think it's
it's gonna happen now. Now or never. Oh, it's the Cataclysm and the Nautilus all connecting. Sharp is in the backline, but he gets one shot by Vega. Also, Ramus and Troy can't do anything about it. Ezreal trying his best, but he just does not have the damage. Double kill for Zeri, triple kill coming, and now it's already the ace. 0 kills in return. And I think that's maybe even game, right?
That could potentially be game. There's 20 seconds on the clock, and they have a Baron buff, a Jarvan E for more attack speed, a good amount of damage on Zeri and Veigar. It's probably a 2-0 for the towers here.
Yep. The Twin Towers are falling, and that's game. GG.
There's not even an anniversary date yet.
Oh well. That's a 0-2 today for our boys from Bootz. But of course, it happens, you know? It happens.